All right, well, welcome all to Movement Yoga Morning. Let me reduce the ambient light so you can see us a little bit better. If you all would like to see anything specifically in our 17-minute quickie this morning, please put it in the comments. If we don't get to it this week, we'll get to it next week. I'm practicing today with my wife, Kathy Cormier. There she is. Why don't you take center stage and we'll take it from there.
Good morning, everyone.
Nice and loud.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you feeling today, Kathy?
I'm feeling great. Alex, how about you?
I'm feeling good too. Nice, beautiful morning.
It is.
Starting to feel fall. Slinks in.
Yes.
Sometimes takes a while here in San Francisco, but definitely a little bit chill to the air, but it's nice and sunny.
Indeed.
All right, so let's get started as we often do. Hands on our hips, feet nice and wide, and just marching it side to side. Don't have to get too big too fast. Just feeling our feet, feeling our legs, inviting in more prana, inviting in more flow. Now, if it behooves you, balancing on one foot with a slow kick off to each side, and back and forth like that. Either keeping those kicks low, or if you're feeling it this morning, of course, feel free to go bigger. Now coming back down to the earth as we march it from side to side, and then ground it through the feet as we rock it from side to side, finding our center. Now lifting up heels, lifting up toes. I invite you to articulate your feet as you pick it up and lay it back down. As if you're laying or picking up a piece of tape from a counter. Next time those heels are up, could you hold those heels up? Could you lift those heels up just a little higher? And higher. And higher. And if you can't, no big deal. Articulating the foot as we lay it back down. Now lifting up those toes. Could you lift those toes up a little higher? Could you spread those toes a little wider? And then articulating each toe as we lay the toes down. Awesome. Let's bring one hand onto your heart, the other hand on top. I'll allow you to set an intention for today's practice. It could be something you're thinking about, something you're moving towards, something as simple as you're perfect, just as you are. And then hands by your side. Let's work with our breath. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Big breath in through the nose. Just let it whoosh out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose. Letting it slip out through pursed lips. And then breathing in and out through your nose. Keeping hand on heart, hand on belly. Moving towards your Ujjayi breath, which is slightly constrict the base of your throat. Adding a slight sound and feel to your breath. And as we flow through our practice today, letting the sound and feel of your breath be a focus for your practice. The sound of which is often compared to the sounds of the ocean as the waves wash in and out. Keeping hand on heart, hand on belly. Finding the tongue loop, tip of the tongue to the heart palate just behind your teeth. Keeping that tongue loop as best you can throughout the practice. Keeping your jaw relaxed and connecting front and back planes of your body. And finally, with your lips closed, adding a slight smile to your face. A Mona Lisa smile, opening up the front of your throat so your breath has lots of room to circulate, refresh, and revitalize. Lifting the chin tall through the crown, hands by your side. Moving towards Sun Salé, we'll take it in 3 pieces, starting with arms and shoulders. As we inhale the arms out to the side, and then overhead. Exhaling, hands back down. 2 more times like this, observing the natural rhythm of the shoulders. As the arms elevate, the shoulders elevate. As the arms descend, the shoulders descend. One more time, breathing in, lifting up. Exhaling, hands back down. I'll ask you to go sideways, Kathy, and I'll ask you to grab that brick. Let's add a forward fold and a back bend to our practice. Half sunset. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. On the exhale, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale, lift chin and tail as we arc the back. Hands could catch the knees, or you could use that brick. On the exhale, tucking tail and chin as we round the spine, stretching out our back. We could lower the brick or catch the back of the shins. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Hands over head pose. Exhaling, standing tall. 2 more times like this. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale, lift chin and tail. Exhaling, tucking tail and chin as we round it in. Inhaling, finding your neutral spine, leading with back heart as we rise on up. Exhaling, standing tall. We've got 1 more to go. Inhaling, up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Inhaling, finding length as we arc. Really puff back heart when we fold again. You really want to feel that stretch in your back. Inhaling, back up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, hands by your side. I'll cue you back to down dog. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale, lift chin and tail as we arc the back. Arching the spine. Feel that stretch as you round it in. And then grounding down through your hands. Stepping it back to down dog. As we hold down dog, I'll invite you to hold this down dog in stillness. Seeing what comes up. Inviting your mind to still. Finding that mind-body connection that's always there. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? Long, smooth breaths in. Equally long, smooth breaths out. As goes the breath, so goes the mind. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, bending your knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands and mindfully making your way to the front of your mat. Or no mat. Let an inhale bring length. Really dip back heart. Really arc. Really arch as you round it in. Feel the stretch. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. I'll cue you back to plank pose. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale, lift chin and tail. Really arc that back. That's it. On the exhale, really arching the spine as you fold it in. And then grounding down through the hands and finding your plank pose. As we hold this plank, feeling this connection between head, hips, and heels. A line of strength running through the center of yourself. A line of strength that supports your intention. Despite the effort of the action and easeful quality to your breath. Long, smooth breaths in. Equally long, smooth breaths out. One of the attributes that makes it yoga. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, hugging navel to spine as you lift the hips high. Back to down dog. As we hold this down dog, I'll invite you to walk your dog as you bend one leg deeply and then the other. Grounding down through the opposite heel. Freely moving back and forth between the sides. Inviting in more prana. Inviting in more flow. Yeah, go bigger than that, lots bigger than that. Really walk that dog. Really stir it up. There you go. Really feel the stretch in your Achilles tendon. Really ground down through that back heel. Opening up the back of your legs. You might even add some shoulder. You might add a little swing of the neck, a little sway of the head. Just really reveling in how good your body feels this morning. And now back to stillness. Long arms, long legs, long spine, deep full breath. Long smooth breath in. Long smooth breath out. Tail into that breath, bending the knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands as you step, slide, or jump it to the front of your mat. Let an inhale bring length when you arrive. Keeping that length as we fold again. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Hands over head pose, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhaling, hands by your side. Sun Sal B, flow style. We'll move fast here. Inhaling into tall spine. Keeping tall spine, exhaling, finding your chair. Inhale and hold the chair. Exhale, go lower. More strength in your legs. Really go low. Really low. A lot lower than that. A lot lower. That's it. On the inhale, like a jack in the box or a Jill in the box, springing out of that box, rising on up, a big back bend at the top. On the exhale, a big swan dive over. Let an inhale bring length as you lift chin and tail, really arcing the back, stretching it out. On the exhale, really rounding the spine. And now ground it down through the hands. And finding a push-up. Keeping the elbows soft. You can slide or jump those feet back if you'd like. You could use the knees for the push-up or not. On the inhale, pulling back with the hands as you lift up back hard. Finding your cobra or up dog. And then back over the toes. Feel free to use the knees as you find your down dog. From down dog, flow style, feet together. Right leg high, high on the left toes as we stretch out Achilles tendon and calf. Really lift up that heel. Yeah, feel the stretch in your Achilles tendon even more. Get that heel higher and higher. That's it. Now looking between the hands, you're going to pitch that leg even higher. Feel the glute. Now flexing the foot as you float it on through. Landing it lightly, spinning the back heel down. Arms out to the side. And then overhead. Warrior one. Now riding your next exhale back to low lunge as you ground down through the hands and spin that back heel up. And now finding your push-up. Inhaling into your back bend. And then exhaling back to down dog. Shoulder blades back and down, nice. Feel free to use those knees back to down dog. Take your time. Second side. Flow style, feet together, left leg high, high on the right toes. And really lift that heel even more, there it is. Now looking between the hands, pitching that leg even higher, feel the glute. Now flexing the foot as you float it on through. Landing that foot lightly, spinning the back heel down, arms out to the side, and then overhead. Warrior one. And now riding your next exhale, feel the flow as you find your low lunge. And from low lunge, cycling through vinyasa as you find chaturanga. Inhaling either into cobra or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then back to down dog. As we hold this down dog, either holding it in stillness, seeing what comes up, inviting your mind to still, or stirring it up as you walk your dog, any amount. However you choose to work, finding that mind-body connection that's always there. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, bending your knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands as you step, jump, or slide to the front of your face. Let an inhale bring length when you arrive, arcing the back, feel the stretch. On the exhale, rounding the spine, feel the stretch, really go deeper on that forward fold. On the inhale, knees over toes, hands over head, back to your chair. Exhaling, taking it lower, a lot lower. And then inhaling, rising on up, finding a huge back bend at the top. And then on the exhale, standing tall, hands by your side. I'll invite you to face camera again. I'll invite you to bring hands to the heart. A light press of your thumb against your sternum as you line up each finger. Relaxed shoulders, a soft tuck of the chin. Now finding an isometric engagement as you press those palms together, elbows wide, shoulders engaged, armpits engaged, upper back engaged. A tuck of the tail, a tuck of the chin as you connect with the strength of your center. Despite the effort of the action, an easeful quality to your breath. Now separating the palms, but pressing the tips of 10 fingers. How does this hand variation change the stretch? Now relaxing that engagement as we form the verisimilitude of a lotus. Heels of the hands connect. We separate the fingers, but keeping the thumb and little finger connected. So it looks like this. There you go. We'll bring that flower in towards your heart. A soft tuck in the chin as you admire the lotus. The lotus is a yoga symbol. It's a flower that floats on the surface of a pond. Its root goes down through the water into the mud, much like our feet ground down onto the ground. From that foundation, long legs, long spine, the crown of our heads stretches up to the sky, much like that flower as it floats on the surface of the pond facing up to the sun. So does the crown of our head when we stand up straight and tall. I'll invite you to roll that lotus over, hands by your side. Hands find the heart, one hand on top of the other, coming back to your intention. Coming back to prayer hands, I'll invite you to touch your thumbs to your forehead. Your intention is in your thoughts. I'll invite you to touch your thumbs to your lips. Your intention is in your words. I'll invite you to touch your thumbs to your heart. Your intention is in your deeds. And then rolling hands over, stretching out your wrists as we bring hands by our side. Big side body breath. Big breath in through the nose. Let it whoosh out through the mouth. Big side body breath. Breath in through the nose. Let it slip out through pursed lips. Big side body breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. One more time, prayer hands at the heart. And a slight bow, thanking yourself for practicing yoga and offering our practice out to each other and to the world. The light within us respects and honors the light within you. And in this light, we are one. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy, for working with me.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
See you soon.
And again, anything you'd like to see, please put
Happy
in the
Thursday.
chat. Welcome, Grace. Welcome, William.
Bye. See you soon.
Namaste. Have a nice day.